Hi there, and thanks for joining me. My name's Andy Rowe. This is trendfollower.co.uk and it's Saturday the 28th of March 2015, and in this video I'm going to have a look through my open positions and see how they're getting on, because it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride in the indices and I'm very interested to see how my open positions have got on. So I'm going to do them in alphabetical order, starting with Amara Mining, and you can see where I bought it, where the green arrow is here back in the summer of last year. Again, it's been up and down and up and down, and was quite a down 2 weeks ago, but this week Amara Mining went up a little bit, so I'm pleased to see that. Is this the beginning of the return of Amara Mining? We shall see. BT Group fell back a bit this week, which is a pain, very much in line with how the indices had done. It had gone up nicely the week before. You remember me being quite enthusiastic about that, but this week not such a good week for BT. BTG, which is a pharmaceuticals and biotech company, fell down quite a lot this week, so my stop loss is just down below the MA50. You can see where I bought it, pretty much at its peak, and it's just been falling away ever since then. Will it recover? I don't know, so we'll see. My stop's down here somewhere. If BTG falls further, you know, it's going to hit its stop, and I'm going to lose money on this trade. So, but you know, that's the way that this type of trading goes. Dexian Absolute, which I bought here, had risen nicely. This week did rise, but then fell back a bit. My stop's again below the MA50, it's where I normally run it through, so nice wide stop, give the trade room to breathe, so we'll just see how Dexian Absolute does. Wheat, which had a couple of good weeks, has fallen back quite a bit this week, not down beyond its lows. My stop's down here where the red line is, but you know, the price of wheat fell back a bit. As did Evraz, which is an industrial metals and mining company. They've been doing very well. You can see where I bought them, but past few weeks they've been treading water, so fell back a little bit this week. Man Group, well, probably finished up the week about the same as where it started. So it had risen, fell back, rose again, and ended the week pretty much where it started. So still a great trade. You know, I'm at break even on Man Group, as I've said before. Northgate rose and fell, so you can see where I went long Northgate. Stops down here. What will happen with Northgate, I don't know. Nove Group, so this is an insurer. They had a good week, so in fact they've had two good weeks. One outstanding week just after I bought it, just by luck, and this week it rose a bit. Segro, so they're a real estate investment trust. They've come back down, so you know, a bit of railroad tracking here, you know, up down, so quite indecisive about where it's all going. But yeah, not such a good week for Segro. Telecity fell down quite a bit. Again, this had done very well, but really for the past few weeks it's just been falling. If it goes much further, it's going to hit my stop loss, which is at break even down here where the red arrow is. You can see that. It had done so well, I didn't want it to fall down and make me a loss, so it's at break even. If that trade dies, that'll be a shame. But c'est la vie. TR European Growth Trust. Now, obviously quantitative easing has been throwing lots of money essentially at the markets in Europe, and we've had a phenomenal rise in the price of European stocks. Obviously I wish I'd gone long TR European Growth Trust, you know, somewhere down here, but I didn't. But I went long them last week, and of course if the share price fell back down a bit, so there we go, that's TRG. VOG, Victoria Oil and Gas, look at that, nice rise. The price of oil's gone up a bit this week. You know, has oil bottomed out and starting to rise? If it has, then of course that's going to be great for VOG, and I went long VOG back here in July. It's been very up and down since then, but now it looks like, you know, maybe the share price really is rising. So so that's looking like a good trade. William Hill, oh, not so good. Railroad tracks up and down again, so very indecisive there. William Hill had risen up through the MA50. It looked like it was coming back from the dead. You can see it had fallen right back from its high in 2013, made a bit of a low last spring and has been rising, albeit with ebbs and flows since then. So a bit of a pullback this week. Wincanton, now unfortunately, Wincanton, which has been just a good steady plodder, unfortunately had a real drop down this week and hit its stop. So this trade has closed. Now the sad thing is it hit the stop and then rose back up again. My stop was just below the MA50 here. And of course now I wish my stop hadn't been as tight to the MA50, but there's no way of really making a perfect call here. So this trade has closed, and that's a real shame, because I went long Wincanton back in the autumn, 6 months ago, and it's just been doing really well. It's just a bit of a flash crash in Wincanton this last week. Now, it may be because, of course, Wincanton is a transport company, and it suits them, I guess, that the oil price is currently low. Now, the oil price maybe is starting to rise, and I'm just making this up. Maybe that's why the price of Wincanton fell down. I don't know, but it did, and its stock got triggered. Now, the type of trading I've been doing, what I've been doing is just gradually winding the stop loss up below the MA50. Obviously, ideally, it would have gone into profit, but in fact, it might have made a very small profit, but pretty much it was at break even plus a little bit, and that just killed the trade. But I've not lost money on it, but the gains that I had made have all gone. But at least it wasn't a loser. This is nice, safe trading. I think this style of trading suits me, but this is the price you pay for. Some shares will just go the wrong way. Workspace came down a little bit this week, but still, it goes up and down, doesn't it? I mean, so every time it has a setback, you think, oh, it's all going bad, but then you have another good week and it's all good again. So that's Workspace. It's doing fine. So in summary, quite a few things have come down. Most things have pulled back in line with indices. As I said last week, a rising tide floats all boats. A falling tide can leave boats stuck on the mud, and some of my shares have been stuck on the mud a bit this week. One trade has stopped, albeit for no loss, but it's always a shame to see potentially a good trade grind to a halt and stop. But c'est la vie, that's life. I'm going to do another trade this week. I've got a couple of ideas about what I'm going to trade. So I'll open a new position on Monday. I'll certainly put an order in to open on Monday, and so I'm sure when you see this video, you'll have read the blog post and you'll know what I'm doing trade wise. So watch this space, and we'll see how it goes. So catch up with you next week, and hope you guys have a good week. Bye for now.